Hi everybody, welcome to another video of Power BI for Sports. Today we're going to be going through part 2 of how to create player groups in your session dashboard. So if you're only watching this for the first time, please go back and watch part 1 of this video so you know how I got to this step. But today we're going to pick up from where we left and we're going to extend and just complement on the previous video. So a lot of you might have created already your player groups in your session dashboard. However, you might have this issue where even though that you created all of your players and your groups and you assign colors to each group, you're not actually seeing the player groups in order. So as you can see here, I got a mix. The players are sorted alphabetically. However, the groups are not actually displayed and divided inside of my visualization how I would expect it to be. So stay tuned, I'm going to explain to you right now how to customize the order of a graph and make sure that you have everything in the order that you desire. So the first thing that we need to do is simply come up here to enter data. You can either enter the data directly in Power BI or you can create an Excel file with this table and then import it. I think it's a lot easier to just create the table directly here. And all you need to do is create 2 columns. So the first column is going to be player name, and the second column will be the order. So what we're going to do here is going to insert all of my player names in the first column of my new table. It's important that you make sure that all of these names are exactly the same, written in the same way as the player name that's written in your other data source. So whatever source of the table that you have inserted here in your dashboard, in your player x-axis, it has to be written in the exact same way so that you can create that relationship after. So just go ahead and create all of your players here. And the next thing you need to do is to simply insert the numbers of the order that you want your players to be displayed at. So have a look first of what order your players are created in your groups. So make sure you first have your center backs, full backs, midfielders, or whatever order that you want to input. That's completely up to you. For this example, I'm just going to introduce a random order. I'm going to just simply put what player I want to display first, what player I want to display last, etc. So this is literally just the order of the players that are going to appear in my dashboard. So obviously, this player will come in first, then player 3 will come in second, player 5 will come in third, and so on and so on. Perfect. So now that you have every player in the order that you desire, simply load that table. And now once that table is loaded into your Power BI file, we're going to create a relationship. So if you go to our Models tab over here, this is where we have our new table, and this is where you have whatever other table you might have. This is my data dump where I keep all of my original data, and we're going to go to Manage Relationships. We're going to create a new measure. So select first the data dump file, which is the original file where you keep all of your data. Again, if you're following up from my previous video, this is where you keep all of your metrics and your player names and your sessions, etc. So we select the data dump file and the new table that we just created with the player order. So just select the player last name or whatever name of the column you have on your database, and select the player name column that we just selected now. And we're going to make both on the cross filter directly. So once you create the relationship, just go ahead and click close and wait for the relationship to load on your Power BI. So now for the final step of the process, just go back into your data view, select the table. So that's a new table that we just created now. Select the header column of player name and select in sort by column. You're going to sort that by order. So now you can go back into your visualization tools and select inside of our graphs. You can now replace the player last name or the variable that you have in your x-axis. You can replace that by the player name column that we just created now in our new table. So if I just replace that and remove the other one, you can now see that the players are coming in the order that I desired. So if I just do that for all of my visualizations inside of my dashboard, you can now see that all of those are coming in the order. So now you can actually see that the center backs are grouped at the beginning, the full backs at the end, the midfielders in the middle, and finally the strikers. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that solves the issue. Thanks a lot for watching. Make sure you comment or drop me a message on Twitter if you have any questions, and keep in tune. Thanks.